Hello students, good morning. Today I will teach you the first chapter, The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse, written by William Servian. Okay, so in this story, you will read about two poor Armenian boys and who belongs to a tribe and whose hallmarks are trust and honesty. So first paragraph is one day back there in the good old days when I was 9 and the world was full of every imaginable kind of magnificence and life was still a delightful and mysterious dream. My cousin Murad, who was considered crazy by everybody who knew him except me, came to my house at 4 in the morning and woke me up tapping on the window of my room. The narrator of this story is Aram, okay, and he said that one day I was lying on my bed. At that time my cousin Murad, okay, came at 4 a.m. early in the morning and he was crazy. That is why I thought that why he came here, what is the reason behind it. And he came, and after that he tapped on the window of my room and he was waking me up. Whenever I got up, I said, "Hello, what happened?" He said, "Aram." I jumped out of bed and looked out of the window. I immediately got up and went near the window, and when I saw him, I could not believe in my eyes. Why? Because it was not morning yet, but it was summer, and with daybreak, not many minutes around the corner of the world, it was light enough for me to know I was not dreaming. And whenever I went near the window, I became shocked because it was a summertime, okay, and right now it was not a completely light in the atmosphere. And when I went there, I thought that means I did not believe in my eyes, and I thought that I was seeing a daydream because I saw that my cousin Murad was sitting on a beautiful white horse. I became shocked seeing it. I stuck my head out of the window and rubbed my eyes. And whenever he came near the window, whenever I saw him, okay, I began to rub my eyes and I stuck my head. Yes, he said in Armenian, it is a horse and you are not dreaming. Make it quick if you want to ride. My cousin Murad said that you are not watching a daydream. All right, it is a real. I am with a horse. If you want to join me, come fast. All right. I knew my cousin Murad enjoyed being alive more than anybody else who had ever fallen into the world by mistake. But this was more than ever I could believe. After that, the narrator Aram said that I was also very passionate for horse riding, and I also want to see the world riding on a horse. Okay, that is why my dream will complete so soon. I did not believe on my luck. In the first place, my earliest memories but been memories of horses, and my first lodgings had been longings to ride. That is why Aram said that I had great desire, okay, to riding on the horse. That is why I thought that I should go with him. This was a wonderful part. In the second place, we were poor. But before riding, an idea came in the mind of the narrator, the Aram, and I began to think that means from where my cousin get this horse. In the second place, we were poor. Okay, and this was the part that would not permit me to believe that I saw. And I thought that how can my cousin Murad buy a new horse because we were very poor and we had no money. Our whole tribe was poverty stricken. Every branch of the Garughelian family was living in the most amazing and comical poverty in the world. Nobody could understand where we ever got money enough to keep us with food in our bellies. And we were very poor, and we were struggling at that time to manage two times food, okay, for us. And whenever every will say that means both of us were riding, okay, so they will suspect us that from where did we get money to buy this horse. Not even the old men of the family, most important of all, and we knew it very well that our Garughelian family was very famous for trust and honesty, and they will not believe that my cousin Murad theft this horse from anywhere. That is why we were famous for our honesty, and we had been famous for our honesty for something like 11 centuries, even when we had been the wealthiest family in what we liked to think was the world. We were proud first, honest next, and every members of my tribe have a feeling of proudness on our family members, our Garughelian family members, and after that we believed in right and wrong, and all the family members of Garughelian family knew what is just, what is right, what is wrong, okay, and none of us would take advantage of anybody in the world, let alone steal, and nobody will believe that, okay, that my cousin Murad stole this horse. Consequently, even though I could see the horse so magnificent, even though I could smell it so lovely, even though I could hear it breathing so exciting, I could not believe the horse had anything to do with my cousin Murad, or with me, or with any of the other members of our family, asleep or awake. And whenever I saw the horse, it was very very beautiful horse. It was a white horse, okay, and really I wanted to ride on this horse. But first of all, I was thinking about my family members, that what will they do whenever they will get to know the reality that I went for horse riding with my cousin Murad, and I may be in the danger. All right, asleep or awake, I thought my about my family members, that they will be sleeping right now or they will be awake right now, because I knew my cousin Murad could not have bought the horse, because I was sure that my cousin Murad did not buy this horse, and if he could have bought if it he must have stolen it, and I refuse to believe he had stolen it. And if suppose that if he did not buy this horse, okay, so I thought that it may be that my cousin Murad will steal this horse. But how can I believe that my cousin Murad steal this horse? Because no member of the Garughelian family could be a thief. It was a fact, I have told you earlier. I started first at my cousin and then at the horse. There was a pious stillness and humor in each of them, which on the one hand delighted me and on the other frightened me. I was very happy because today I will get an opportunity to ride on the horse, but as well as I was also frightening. Murad, I said, where did you steal this horse? After that, the narrator Aram asked his cousin Murad, that said, tell me, where did you steal this horse? Leap out of the window, he said, if you want to ride, okay. It was true. Then he had stolen the horse. There was no question about it. He had come to invite me to ride or not, as I chose. My cousin Murad said that, yes, you are right. I have stolen this horse, all right. But I will not tell you that from where did I steal this horse. I came here to invite you for horse riding, and it is your desire. You want to come or not, all right. Well, it seemed to me stealing horse for a ride was not the same thing as stealing something else, such as money. For all I knew, maybe it was not stealing at all if you were crazy about the horse, the way my cousin Murad and I were. Whenever my cousin Murad replied me by this way, I thought that, okay, if you do not want to tell me, no problem. But the question was revolving around my head, that my cousin Murad stole this horse, and I had also a keen desire for a horse riding. Okay, and it was not stealing. It would not become stealing until we offered to sell the horse, which of course I knew we would never do. And I thought that, miss, if suppose that my cousin Murad stole this horse, okay, so no problem. I thought that we can enjoy horse riding together, and I knew it very well that my cousin Murad will not sell this horse. So until we shall not sell this horse, so our stealing will not be fixed. Our means crime, our crime against stealing will not prove. And I thought that after horse riding I will say to my cousin Murad that now you should return this horse. To whom did you steal it? All right. So dear students, it is the end of the today online video, and from tomorrow I will narrate the next paragraph, okay, and I will teach you. So dear students, till then keep learning and keep practicing. Have a nice day. Thank you.